Hello, everyone. Hello, who were able to join us today. So, we are here with FLEX Alumni to talk about the how can you discover United States through exchange programs. And obviously, today, as I already mentioned, we have FLEX Alumni, four of those people. They will introduce themselves, they will tell about their experience, and every Wednesday, feel free to join us. Every Wednesday at 6 p.m., we are going to be here talking about different aspects of this exchange program and also about maybe American culture, something that you might not find maybe online, but something that you can actually specifically know only from those who experience this by themselves. So for now, without further ado, by the way, I'm Alexander Vieru. I'm from America House Chisinau, and I'm going to be here every Wednesday. Okay, so now we are ready to introduce our Flex alumni. So we will start with Kriniela. Kriniela, please unmute yourself and introduce yourself.
Hello, my name is Kriniela Chernelia. I'm from Briceni, Moldova, and I'm 17 years old. I was placed in Fort Wayne, Indiana, and I'm FLEX Alumni 2023.
Perfect. Thank you very much. Romina, now it's your turn.
Hello, everybody. My name is Panzai Romina. I'm from Cahul, the Republic of Moldova. I was placed in North Carolina, a small town named Sanford, and I'm a FLEX Alumni 2022-2023.
Thank you very much. Now, Denise, it's up to you.
Hello to everyone. My name is Dennis Guglia. I'm currently 17 years old, and I'm also from Cahul, as Romina it is, and I was placed in Virginia.
Perfect. And Artyom, last but not the least, just a moment. Yeah, now it's up to you.
Hi, everybody. My name is Artem Tkachenko. I'm from Belz, Republic of Moldova. I'm 18 years old, and I was placed in Georgia, Naylor, a small city. And I'm a FLEX Alumni 2022-2023.
Perfect. It's nice to meet you all. We, just in case, feel free to leave your questions in the comment section below about Flex program or specifically directed to one of four of our alumni today. Feel free to address those in the comment section below, and we will come back to you in a written form as well. So today we are going to discuss a life after Flex. We are going to talk about details later. We are going to talk about how our participant applied. But now I want to know, let's start from the end. How did your life change after you applied to Flex program? Let's start, first of all, of course, let's start with the application process. Let's do this. Let's do like chrono in the right order, because I don't know how to pronounce that word. So let's start in the right order. How have you applied? How have you decided to apply to this program? How do you decided to apply to the Flex program? And let's go with Dennis. Dennis, feel free to tell about your experience about application.
Okay, so I knew about Flex when I was like 9th grade, and I applied when I was in 10th grade. I was kind of undecideful if I should apply or not, and I also was like scared if my parents will let me go because it's 1 year in America. But my mom, surprisingly, she was like, "Oh wow, you can go to America for a scholarship and you don't have to pay? Well, apply immediately." And so I applied, like it was 5 days until the deadline, and here I am.
Oh, that's nice. By the way, was the application time, if you remember, of course, any of you, was it for a long time? Was like a month or something?
Yeah, I believe so. It was kind of long.
Mm-hmm.
You have time to apply for.
Okay. By the way, speaking about this application form, was it very complicated? Was it too many details there that you was confused in the beginning?
No, it is not. They just ask like personal information and where do you go to school, and also if you have some question, you can write an email to Flex, or it is quicker to call them.
Mm-hmm. Okay, perfect. The thing that I want to ask, let's go with Kriniela today, right now. So, Kriniela, the application process, as we find out, it's not that complicated. But what were your I don't know, fears? Were you afraid of something? Were you worried about something when you were applying to this?
Yeah, so maybe I was a little bit afraid that my application will not be like professional written because I was applying for the first time and I was not sure like how it looks like, what I'm supposed to write about. But I just wrote like everything the truth about myself, and I was a little bit like worried if I will pass or not. But when I passed, and I was like really happy about it. So you don't have to worry so much because it just depends on your personal skills and like your personality, how you present yourself, and you don't have to be worried too much because it will be okay at the end.
Yeah, and it was okay for a lot of people. And I'm very glad that there are people from different regions because very often, at least here at America House, they're coming and asking us about exchange programs as well. And they're afraid that they're not, for example, from the Chisinau and they will not get selected. And it's very nice that, as you said, you write everything about yourself authentically. You don't lie about yourself. And at the same time, just because you're not from a big city, for example, it doesn't mean that you would not get selected as well. So yeah, it's a nice thing and a nice opportunity. Okay, so now let's go to the when you were selected, when you were all selected. Did you receive an email? How was this process of preparation for the flex? And let's go with this question with Romina. Romina, what was your experience by when you received this? I think letter. I think it goes like this.
Yeah, so I can remember it very, very good. It was a phone call, and I wasn't even home, so I was really excited. I was expecting a phone call because I was thinking well, maybe something went wrong with the application, maybe some details weren't enough or something like that. So when I got this phone call, I remember it was, I'm not sure, I think it was Doina called me and she was like, well, we want to congratulate you that you've been selected to be a Flex finalist. And everything that she said after that, I do not even remember. She was trying to explain to me details about like vaccines I'm going to need to do and like all the stuff I will need to prepare. And I was like, yeah, sure. I was so surprised and I was so happy, and it was a wonderful moment.
And how much time did pass from when you applied and when you received the answer, if you
It was
remember?
it was a long time. We have personally, I applied in September, and I got the answer at the end of March. It was the 20 something of March.
Okay. Well, you also learn patience while you are waiting, I think.
Yes, we did.
Yeah. Yeah, but I mean, once again, congratulations with the great experience that you had. And so you are all selected and you all are happy and all good things. But I think a lot of people, specifically, I think it comes when we are talking about parents, they are worried on how their children are going to handle everything, how they will prepare. There's visa questions, all of this kind of stuff. So, can you tell me more? I'm going to ask this question, Artyom. Like, can you tell me more about how were you like assisted by someone? Because Romina already told that Doina called her. How was the process after this?
So in order to be a flex, you have to have a lot of documents. You have to have your marks. You have to go through a lot of checks from the doctor and do a lot of papers from the notarius. So with all this stuff, everyone helped me. My parents, my grandparents, some friends of my parents, and my teachers at school, the head teacher. I was going left and right with my secretary from school to get my marks and get the database of marks back from the ninth grade and stuff. I was going a lot through the town, getting myself checked and getting the vaccines, that everything is all right, and then translated to English so it can be sent to American schools. It's a lot of work, but it is worth it. It is definitely worth it.
Mm-hmm. Thank you for that information. Your answer kind of brings me to another question. So, Denise, you said you applied like in 5 less days, right? Did you? How did you manage to do all of this? Because as Artem explained, there's a lot of things to do. Oh, actually, no, no. You apply, then you get accepted. Now I get it. Sorry,
Yeah.
but have you managed to also like when the application process was like is it just a form or you need also to add there something from the school? I don't know, like tell me a little bit more about this.
So the form, it asks you like what's your name, birthday, and what's the name of your school, and also you have to write 3 essays. The essays I know that are maximum of 300 words, and they gave you a topic, so a random topic, and you have to discuss about it. It's mostly about your personal life experience. But after that, I think after you start your application, you have like 10 days until to submit it.
Oh, okay, so they will have time, of course.
Yes.
Now the application is also open. You can find a lot of details on the Facebook page as well, at Flex Moldova. You can also go to American Consuls and find the details about the application process there. Of course, Denise managed to do this in last 5 days, but it's not a promise. So definitely go ahead and check right now all of the details so you wouldn't rush too much after this. Okay, so you are all flying to United States. You are there. We're going to talk about your experience there in next Facebook Lives. Now I want to talk about how this experience, how being a Flex alumni, changed your life, changed your perspective. And let's start with Kriniela. What was the main change that you've experienced? Of course, if you are ready to answer.
Yes, so I think the most big change which I experienced was that I became more open-minded, and I was not so afraid to do new things and to talk to people. And I developed a lot my leadership skills. I think I can talk now much better in front of a lot of people. I can lead them, I can inspire them, motivate them, and I get a lot of inspiration, motivation from other people too. And that's the thing I learned to apply on me and on other people. And I think open-mindedness was a great thing which I learned from America, to be more tolerant, to treat things like in different ways, to look at everything from different angles, because the world is like just so big and there are so many people and different opinions. So you just notice that things may be different, and there are a lot of perspectives how you can treat them.
Yeah, every travel even widens our views on life, and here you've spent almost a year there, so yeah, definitely it should even personally change you. Okay, same question. Let's go with Artyom. Same question. Maybe you have something to add to this. So, what was the main difference that you felt after you came back to Moldova?
First of all, I agree totally to what Cornell said about being more open to other people, open-minded, and being more able to talk to a group of people, being less closing yourself. But also, I would like to add that the number one thing that I would get back from America and would take home is the gratitude of Americans and politeness of them, is that they all the time say excuse me, and they are always so nice. They have a big smile on their face, and even like the small talk leaves you with like a nice impression over the day. It can be either just like a hey, how are you, or just like hey, you look good today, or something that will just cheer you up and like you will feel a lot of better than just throughout the day, compared to people in Moldova that are more close and have like a more Soviet Union's type of thinking, and that's what really makes a difference.
And speaking of locals, this question I think I will address to Denise. So, speaking of locals, you are getting used to this friendly kind of environment. I'm not saying that Moldovans are not friendly, but of course, we definitely have a different approach to things. So, how was it easy for you to adapt to your normal life here?
So first of all, when I arrived here, yeah, people here are more like serious. When you talk with them, they're like serious. They don't want to talk with you. But when I arrived at my hometown, after I met my friends, I was like I adapted immediately. So I didn't have like the problem of other Flex alumni that needed more time to adapt.
Okay, that's good because I mean, and also remind me, when did you came back?
It was 26 May.
Okay, yeah, so you had also enough time to
Yeah.
adapt to this. I have one more question. We will go with Romina right now. So when you are there, just a thing. So when you are there, you are not continuing basically study. You need to stay a little bit longer in our school because you are missing 1 year, right, of study. Am I right or no?
Not really. It depends on
Mhm.
your choice. There are kids that choose to repeat the year that they've lost. For example, right now I'm going to 12th grade, but I've been gone the 11th grade. I decided for myself that I'm gonna do the difference of program
Mhm.
during summer and during the 12th grade, so I would not lose on 1 year of studies. But it's totally up to you. You can repeat the year or you can choose to go on with your studies.
Okay, that's good to know because a lot of people also had this question and like how will they continue study and will they continue study with their friends from their own classes. So yeah, I get it. Okay, that's a good thing to know. So we're coming to the end of this Facebook Live, and I'm reminding everyone that you can leave your questions in the comment section below about the program, and I will not answer those, but those who know how to answer, those colleagues from American Consuls or from FLEX Moldova, they will answer you in the comment section below. So feel free to do so. And I'm reminding you that the application process is open now, and feel free to check all of the details at the FLEX Moldova page. Everything is there. By the way, at America House, we also posted it. So feel free to do so, find more details about the application process. And for today, it's that's it. Next time, we're going to talk about the cultural shock, cultural experience, cultural differences with the United States and Moldova, and yeah, so many other topics to talk about. And thank you very much for our Flex alumni for finding time for us this